In life, you don't get to pick where you start from, but you absolutely get to pick where you end up. Let me start off by letting you know where I started from. My mom became pregnant with me when she was 15 years old. When she was pregnant with me, her father, who was the local trash collector in a small town in central Pennsylvania, drove into the town square. There he spotted two police officers. He stuck a gun out the window and opened fire, killing one of the police officers and critically wounding the other. My grandfather was eventually brought to stand trial where he was facing the death penalty. At his murder trial, my mom testified that the reason that her father had shot and killed that police officer was that the police officer had raped her, and she was now pregnant with his baby, who was me. My life didn't get any easier from there. My mom turned 21. She met a peach of a man who eventually became my stepfather. Come to find out that he was physically and emotionally abusive to me and my mom almost every day. Eventually, my mom and stepfather had 4 additional children. And because of the lifestyle that they were living, a lot of the basic needs of my siblings fell upon me, from diaper changing to bottle feeding to even waking up at 2 a.m. to put crying babies back to sleep. Eventually, my stepfather one night was walking home drunk from a bar, and there was somebody else who was driving home drunk from that bar, and they ended up hitting and killing my stepfather. It was at this time that my mom, who had dropped out of school in the 8th grade, she now has 5 children, and as hard as her life has been to this point, she sees no way that she's ever going to be able to care for these 5 children on her own. It's at this time that she decides that she's going to take her own life, and she attempts suicide. Fortunately, for everybody, she was not successful. But when she was released from the hospital, she determined that there was no way that she was going to be able to care for all of our family. And it was at that time that our family got separated. And that's when I went to go live with my grandmother, who is the wife of the man who shot and killed the police officers. That's how my story began. I had no control over how those circumstances started. But as I said here today, I had all of the power to determine where my life ended.